Hello, Earth Signs, and welcome to your daily focus tarot for Sunday. I apologize for my voice being a little croaky today still. Did a lot of talking yesterday. So you have Three of Wands, and Three of Wands is a card of finding a new path towards growth, towards expansion. And you see this character, he's standing on the solid ground and he's got one wand in his hand and two off to the side, and he's looking, he's like, do I go left, do I go right, which side of the river do I want to go on, where is my path? And the reason you're looking for this path, it has to do with Cernunnos. You see the lovers kind of asleep here in the dark in the forest, and then you see Cernunnos, which in other decks is the devil. You see him highlighted by this light, and he's almost got a white aura around him. So the devil, contrary, I won't get into politics or religion, but since standard Rider-Waite tarot decks rely heavily on Christian theology, Catholic theology, so the devil represents like material things, giving into material things. It represents obsessions, it represents compulsions, it represents addictions, it represents not using your mind over the lure of these things. So it can be like keeping up with the Joneses or feeling peer pressure, that type of thing. So the reason you're looking to expand your growth and find new growth with the lovers here, this is a choice that's being made to stay asleep. You see how they're sleeping in the darkness. They're not aware of, in this Cernunnos, he's got one eye open and one eye closed, right? And he's got the light backlighting him, so he's highlighted. He's not necessarily evil, like Christian theology would claim. And even in Christian theology, it depends on the sect of Christianity that you're in. So like what he's doing, this card is highlighting your choice to stay asleep about certain things that aren't good for you. And you can tell it's highlighting around him. You see that white aura around him. So this is highlighting that you're making the choice, and this is where your expansion is. You're waking up and you're making the choice to leave behind things that aren't good for you, or to at least acknowledge that these things aren't good for you. I saw 333 when I said when I started saying that. So you are making this choice to leave behind these negative things. You're waking up to them. You're seeing them and how they're affecting your life and how they're affecting your ability to grow, to find a path, to expand. Excuse me. Now the other card that you had was the Ace of Cups. Aces are about new beginnings, and this is thought or memory, so, and being in the flow. So this is a new beginning in terms of how you think, in terms of your spirituality, in terms of being in the flow of life. And this is your expansion, right? Your expansion is at your core, at the very basic part of yourself, the part that nobody can ever take away. There was 444 there when I said at your core. So you see this golden bird, this thought, this memory of who you were before these negative things started overshadowing your life before you went to sleep. You have this memory, it comes in, it puts you back in the flow, and then you have this golden hand. So this is a new beginning. The golden hand is an opportunity. It's holding the cup, and the water is flowing down. This golden knowledge, this memory is flowing down into the hand, and then flowing down into the water between these solid mountains, between these lotuses, symbolizing knowledge, symbolizing growth. Now the clarifier for this Ace of Cups was another ace, the Ace of Swords. This is about the breakthrough. If we think of the Lady of the Lake in Arthurian legends, this is the breakthrough. This is the ripple. This is the one thought that starts out kind of small, that maybe you're a little bit aware of, but you're not thinking much of it, and then you see the rippling effect going out, not only in your life, but in other people's lives. You see this effect becomes bigger and bigger from this one thought that brings clarity, that brings the new day, that brings this new growth. And the other clarifier for the Ace of Cups was the Queen of Swords. And this is a card of, again, spirituality, communication, higher thinking, the higher chakras. This is a card of using this knowledge to set up boundaries to protect yourself, to set up boundaries to help you grow, to say, no, I don't want these negative things in my life anymore. I have clarity on about, why they were there and why I don't want them anymore, and I'm letting them go. And using that knowledge, using that sword to cut through the negativity, to cut through your doubts, to help you have this new beginning. And at the bottom of the deck in your unconscious, we have Three of Swords, Tower, and King of Pentacles, and Fairy Light. Okay, so Fairy Light is about alchemizing. It's about mixing two things together and using that ability to create what you want. King of Pentacles. This is about stability. This is about healing over passionate things, over physical things in the body, over family things, and getting stability over that. The Tower is about, not so much in this deck. This deck, I read it as the universe stepped in, destiny, fate, physically changed something that happened for you, like a job loss, or having to move, or somebody breaking up with you, or whatever, something that wasn't in your best interest overall. So the universe stepped in and said, no more of this, we're changing this. And the Three of Swords is about wisdom from your heartbreak, gaining that wisdom and gaining that stability. So this is all about you changing things for the better. This is about you moving on to bigger and better things. Okay, have a great Sunday. I'll see you tomorrow.